How to start Clash of Clans for free. So we're going to start a new account today, and we're going to slow things down and explain things in a relatively simple manner for new players. So we're going to start a new account from an existing account. If you download Clash of Clans for the very first time, it will start up on a tutorial screen, but I'm going to show you how to do it if you already have Clash of Clans downloaded. So we're going to go ahead and press the gear option for settings, and you'll notice this section up top says Supercell ID. We're going to go ahead and select the opened button, and in the upper left hand corner we got the cog. We're going to go down to log out, and we're going to log out of this by making sure that we remember this device, and you'll notice that we're back on the home screen of the game itself, and you'll see log in with Supercell ID and play without Supercell ID. We're going to select the latter option, and that's going to open up the game, starting out with a little bit of notices, terms of service, and stuff like that. We're going to go ahead and agree on that, and here we are on our tutorial screen. We're going to go ahead and power through that real fast. Oh, side note, do not spend the gems. We need the gems. We got 500 gems available, and it's going to force us to spend gems for our second builder, so make sure you don't speed through by pressing the one gem option. Now to name this account, I'm thinking we're going to go with Broke Joe, because this is going to be a brand new free-to-play series account that we're going to walk through, you know, the game and all the obstacles along the way on how to navigate through Clash of Clans, because it is a lengthier process if you're not spending cash on the game, of course. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade from Town Hall Level 1 to Town Hall Level 2, and naturally it's going to ask us to spend some more gems, but we're not going to do so, of course. So now that the tutorial is complete, our #1 priority from here on out is to unlock builders, because we start out with 2 builders as a free-to-play player, and we'll find the additional builders in the shop section of this game by going to resources, and the 3rd builder hut will be available for 500 gems. So around the map you're going to see different items. We're going to start in the upper left hand side of your screen. You'll notice the name of the account as well as the experience level. That number doesn't necessarily mean much in this game, unfortunately, because it's really not like a level of prestige. You're going to see players that are super high level, like over 200, and they might not be the best attackers in the game, so it doesn't really have a great reflection of experience within Clash of Clans. However, when you press it, it's going to bring up your profile screen, and you'll see the name, the hashtag, so that way players can look up this account, etc. And then you'll also see to the right the trophy ranking, the war stars, and then underneath the name we have 3 different options, and these are basically labels. That way you can kind of identify what type of player you are. This is important when it comes to players, you know, inviting you to their clans. Below that, you'll see that there's an option for troops donated versus received. This is really important criteria for a lot of clans out there to see how giving you are towards other players, if you will. As we scroll through, you'll see the town hall as well as all the units available in the game, or the ones that you do have unlocked. Unfortunately, all we have is the barbarian. Then we have other units like heroes, spells, pets, and siege machines, which will get unlocked in later stages of the game. Scrolling forward, you'll see the different hero skin options. This is actually really important to a lot of players when they start collecting cosmetics in the game. And then you'll have a long list of home village achievements as well as builder base achievements and clan capital. Now, builder base and clan capital are 2 different villages, which we'll get into once we start to navigate through Clash of Clans. Below the name, you'll see the trophy ranking. Right now we have 0 trophies and we don't have a badge. Underneath that, we have the clan chat option, but currently it says join because we have not rebuilt our clan castle. We'll need to do so in order to join a clan, which is really important, and we'll get into that later on. And then below that, we have the army training tab. Then we have the attack button. Within the attack button, you'll have 3 different options. You have practice mode, single player maps, as well as multiplayer battles. To start things out, to collect resources, we will be doing a lot of single player maps. On the other side of that, you'll have the season pass option, but for right now, we have the starter challenges, which are relatively simple to complete by taking down different challenges and unlocking different rewards, which which will help you navigate through the earlier stages of the game. At Town Hall 7, this will transition into the Season Pass, which will have an option where you can spend money on the game for additional boosts to speed up the progress of your villages. To the right of that, we have the Events tab. It'll show you things that are coming in the game. That way you can prepare, maybe set an alarm for yourself to remember to log into your game and take advantage of special options that are available for a certain amount of time. To the far right side of the screen, we have 3 different buttons. The first one will be the News tab, which is actually really important for revealing game update information as well as other information that the game developer wants you to know. We also have a Community tab, which is other content creators for Clash of Clans sharing their videos within the game. And to the right of that, we have the Esports tab for those players that are super serious about the game and want to possibly watch content that is esports related. Next to that, we have the Shop tab. This is very important because it will have different tabs revealing things that you either need to build to navigate through Clash of Clans, as well as decoration items. Then you also have treasure items such as gems and resources, which we'll never buy because it's like super inflated. And then to the right of that, we have shields, which I wouldn't recommend buying any of these either. However, some people do believe in them. And then to the right of that, we have the Clan War League shop, which we'll get into once we get into our first Clan War Leagues. And then next to that, we have the special offers tab, which is developer offered items that you have to spend real money on to unlock. And you start out with 3 different resources in Clash of Clans. There's technically 4 main resources when it comes to gold, elixir, dark elixir, and the premium resource, which is gems. Obviously, you have to use money to claim large sums of those, or you'll have to wait it out, complete achievements, or pull obstacles to claim those for free. To the left of that, we have the shielding option, and right now we currently have a 2-day, 23-hour shield to get started with Clash of Clans. This means that nobody can attack us while we start to develop our villages. And then to the left of that, we have our builder options, and when you first start Clash, you will have 2 builders, and our main priority is to unlock additional options. So let's go ahead and start by claiming some resources. We do have an army trained up, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the single player maps. We've already completed Payback, Goblin Forest, and now we have Goblin Outpost. And these are actually relatively easy to take down. So I'm going to knock out some of those and claim some free resources. Well, I guess we only needed to do one because we have 4,000 gold to spend off from the start. So let's go ahead and jump into resources. And since we can't build any builder huts right now, we need 500 gems to do so. Let's go ahead and start by doing our passive sources of income, which is the gold mines and elixir pumps. These guys will passively collect resources, but they're not necessarily a fast source of resources. So in theory, you can upgrade them, and they're great for collection of resources when you first log into the game. But I wouldn't place a mega investment in them because they don't necessarily have a huge turnover. Next, we got defenses, and we got our second cannon option. So we're going to go ahead and place that, and we got a second builder. So let's go ahead and drop the archer tower as well, leveling up to level 2 based on the building or construction of new buildings. So you'll see how, you know, that experience level doesn't necessarily mean much. And then we have walls, which they are now offering walls for free, which is actually quite interesting. So we're going to drag those out. And now we have upgraded everything and built everything to upgrade to level 3. I think we're going to go ahead and upgrade an army camp. By upgrading our army camp, we will unlock 10 additional troop capacity, which means that we'll be able to bring more barbarians into a battle. We can also upgrade barracks to unlock our second troop. In this case, it will be the archer, which is a sharpshooter who strikes from afar. And now that we've unlocked the archers, we can remove some barbarians and add some archers to our attack to add a little bit of range while the barbarian takes the brunt of the defenses. And And we can also upgrade the barracks to level 3 to unlock the giant, which is a tanking unit who can block 4 said archers. 2,500 elixir to unlock that, but it's going to take 2 minutes to upgrade. Now, one of the things that you're going to learn as you navigate through Clash of Clans is that it does require both time as well as resources to upgrade things on your village. Now, the unfortunate piece about this is that you start out with only 2 builders, and there are a total of 5 builders initially in Clash of Clans without playing through the builder base, etc. So you could, if you're impatient like me, spend money, like actual real money, to buy gems in order to unlock the additional builders to speed things up. And that's why they're just so important and why it is such a priority to unlock builders early on. That way you don't get bored trying to navigate through the game in the beginning. However, since this is a free-to-play account, we will not be doing that. All right, so in addition to upgrading offensive type buildings like the army camp and the barracks, you're also going to want to make sure that you start upgrading things like the gold storage and the elixir storage, because when we first start things out, we only have a capacity or a certain amount of capacity that we can hold in said storages. So right now we have a maximum capacity of 4,000 gold and 4,000 elixirs. So we're going to need to upgrade them, which is going to take 2 minutes, 750 elixir for the gold storage, and the elixir storage is going to cost 750 gold for an additional 2 minutes. And while that's happening, we can click attack and go back and do single player attacks to try to fill the storages back up so we can continue to upgrade. Now that the storage upgrades have completed, we have a new maximum capacity of 5,500 gold and 5,500 elixir. And I do believe we can upgrade them again, but it's going to take 5 minutes for 1,500 elixir for the gold storage and 1,500 gold, 5 minutes on the elixir storage. Now that we have upgraded the gold and elixir storages, we now have a max capacity of 8,500 gold and elixir, and we also upgraded things like the elixir pump, the gold mines. You don't necessarily have to do this one on the first level because you can progress to the next level and upgrade all of those buildings the same. But we went ahead and knocked it out because we're going to get ready to move on to Town Hall level 3. However, I want to point out the notifications next to the account name. You'll see that there are 6 of those, and this means that we have completed some achievements and we can unlock some rewards in user experience as well as some free gems. So we get 5 gems from this one, 2 gems from this one, 5 here, and 5 more for stealing some elixir. So 5 there. Oh, there's another one right here. Almost missed one from claiming a couple of the obstacles, trees, rocks, bushes. So that's going to give us 283 gems towards our 500 gold to unlock the 3rd builder. Now, we'll also have some notifications populating on the starter challenges. We did knock out a bunch of challenges, and the most recent was claim 5 achievements from your profile, and that will also unlock 5 rewards. And the rewards will consist of some resources as well as 10 additional gems. Now, we can go ahead and claim those because we are getting ready to upgrade to the next Town Hall level, and unfortunately we cannot claim the 4,000 elixir because our elixir storage can't hold it yet, but let's go ahead and grab those gems. Also, you can select the builder option to see if there's any additional upgrades that you can complete. Okay, there are 25 pieces of wall that we could upgrade. We'll wait to do that later because it's not necessarily important. I'm not really worried about defending this because it's kind of pointless in the earlier stages of the game. However, we can go ahead and upgrade our Town Hall to level 3, and it'll show what the perks of upgrading this building will provide, i.e. unlocking new buildings such as the laboratory, new traps, new resource storages and collectors, as well as an army camp. And then also you'll notice to the right of that, it'll show how many hit points the building gains as well as storage capacity for both gold and elixir. So that's going to take 30 minutes, and in the meantime, we're also going to go ahead and upgrade the barracks, which will unlock the goblin, which is a resource thief, and that's going to take 30 minutes as well. So we're going to go ahead and put that down, and that enables us to either take a break or claim some resources out in multiplayer battles or single player maps to prepare for this upgrade to complete. So let's take a look at multiplayer, because this is where you will get a good taste for offensive versus defense and attacking in the game. So when you find an opposing player's village, you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, it'll show the available loot. We got 1414 gold and 875 elixir, as well as the trophy count available if you 3-star the base, or lose to the base. There's also a timer, so you can kind of scout. Battle starts in a certain amount of time, and if I don't want to attack this, I can click next to the next account, but that unfortunately does cost a little bit of gold to do so. Now this one looks a little bit better. We got 2,000 of each resource, and now we're going to kind of scout the base really fast. We're looking for defenses, so we got an archer tower and 2 cannons available, so that we can go ahead and use a giant to block the archer tower and drop some archers to work on taking it down. The same thing applies here for the cannon. We can drop a giant as well as some archers, and a giant there and some archers to take down that cannon. And now we're going to have to kind of wait it out. So the giant's going to block and the archers are going to do damage to the building. Now, each of the building and the units will have health bars above them, and you can watch as the buildings are struck, the health is taken away. And the same thing applied to the giants when they were blocking for the archers versus the archer tower and the cannon. And each battle has 3 minutes allotted for you to take down and clear the base, and you can run out of time when attacking. At the end of each battle, you'll see the total damage completed, as well as the star count and the amount of resources you got, plus the amount of trophies. And you'll also notice that we have claimed 44 trophies. Now, the trophy system, you'll collect 400 trophies to join a league, and each league has a loot bonus associated with it, and as we navigate through these leagues, we'll point out the details about those. To collect more trophies, you will need to go back out into multiplayer battles and attack other players' villages, of course. And the Town Hall 3 upgrade is complete with the barracks right behind it. Now, with this new Town Hall level means that we have new buildings that we can build. So let's go ahead and get into those buildings and take a look what's available. So, under the Army tab, we have a new Army camp, which is going to take 1 minute to build. Let's go ahead and construct that. And we also have the introduction of a new building called the Laboratory. Now, this is one of the most important buildings in Clash of Clans because this one is used to upgrade your units, the offensive units like the Barbarians and the Archers and the Giants. They have new levels, and those new levels come with increased stats and power to really kind of facilitate the new Town Hall level that you're playing. We also unlocked a new achievement, so 5 more gems for upgrading to Town Hall level 3, and we also have more starter challenges that were unlocked by increasing our Town Hall level. So we have a new series of options to complete there in the challenge department, and we also have more rewards to claim. So we can go ahead and claim the 4,000 elixir that we had sitting there, 10 more gems to add to our gem count, and we also unlocked 8,000 gold, which we cannot store just yet. And since those have completed their upgrades, let's go ahead and upgrade the Army camp again to increase our troop capacity. That means that we can bring more troops into battle, 5 minutes there. And then the Laboratory, we can go ahead and go in there and start upgrading troops once we have the elixir to do so, which we don't. There's also a new building that populated after the completion of that upgrade, and that would be the layout editor. So we can actually change the configuration of our buildings on our base. And the goal here is to realistically create a defensive layout to protect your base against other players, i.e. the Town Hall. And so what we can do is go in here and adjust our buildings around. So in theory, in the lower levels of the game, you're going to get attacked and you're more than likely going to be 3-starred. You can use the walls to block, the archer tower and the cannon to try to protect your village. But realistically, I'm going to go ahead and just start by building a little bit of a progress base. That way I can kind of build and upgrade buildings in priority or in succession of importance. And I'll do that here in a moment, but we're going to go ahead and build our new buildings first. In order to help ourselves out just a little bit, we're going to go ahead and rebuild the clan castle. That way we can join a clan and get some assistance from our clan mates. Now, we're going to explore a more realistic clan later on, but first things first is going to be really just kind of helping myself out, because it is a little bit of a difficult process to find the ideal clan with clanmates that are willing to help you progress through the game. However, I can help myself. why not take advantage of that, right? So 10,000 elixir to upgrade the broken or construct the broken clan castle. And that's going to allow us to look for a clan. So we're going to select clan, and I'm going to search out one of my own clans and make some adjustments and join in on Clan Paradox. And now that we're inside of a clan, we can request for clan castle troops to assist us during this process. Now, we can only hold a housing space of 10 with this low level clan castle. So one of the better options to start things out would be the baby dragon. At least I've found that the baby dragon is one of the better options. And we also have a star bonus available. So you'll see on the attack button, a star bonus, which grants us additional resources contributed to our treasury. That happened because we reconstructed the clan castle. So we need to fill up the star bonus to get the 50,000 gold and elixir in our treasury, which we can apply to our storages later on. We do have to wait on a timer before we can request another clan castle troop. We have 6 minutes and 57 seconds remaining on that timer, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's just the way the game is constructed. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and continue to upgrade our resource storages. That way we can increase our capacity. That way when we do get that loot bonus from the star bonus, as well as resources that we claim, we have somewhere to put them. All right, so we went ahead and moved some buildings around to construct what most serious players consider a priority base or upgrade priority base. In theory, you could just go ahead and build like a defensive layout to protect your resources, but I don't plan on being at these lower town hall levels very long. So what I went ahead and did was rearrange the buildings in the priority levels that I'll upgrade things. The first building is always going to be the laboratory at each town hall level because I want to upgrade my troops. Obviously, I haven't started doing that yet, so I'm kind of messing up. And then we're going to move into our storage buildings. You can start out with elixir buildings and then the dark or the gold, but it doesn't necessarily matter. We just have one finished right there, and we can go ahead and start the next upgrade for 15 minutes to level 4, which is going to unlock more storage capacity. Then in the lineup, we have the army camps. We're going to go ahead and upgrade those because we want to increase the size of our army. Taking more troops into battle means that we can claim more trophies and climb up a little faster than what we can currently do. And then the next building would be the barracks. Upgrading the barracks to the next level will unlock another troop. In this case, it is the wall breaker, which is a very important troop in Clash of Clans. And then after that would be defenses. However, I don't really think we will upgrade defenses. We might hold off on that and just move on to Town Hall 4 instead, because the Town Hall 4 upgrade takes 3 hours. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and complete our star bonus and claim the resources to continue doing upgrades. And with that last attack, we did complete our star bonus. Now, I want to point this out and show you what's going on here. So we have 50,000 in our treasury, gold and elixir, and this will stay in the treasury until you select collect. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this because it won't go into your storages anyways, because the storage has reached its capacity. So I would wait until you have the storage capacity to do so. However, you can kind of pull a little bit at a time from the treasury until it is depleted. We're going to go ahead and start the upgrade on the Town Hall, which is going to take 3 hours for Town Hall level 4. In the meantime, I will continue to upgrade storages. I'll see you in 3 hours. Oh yeah, Town Hall level 4, and this is the start of the new Town Hall upgrade boost. So we get power boost for troops and resource boost for passive income, as well as the star bonus boost, which means it will get more resources in our treasury, and this will last 3 days. Funny part is I think we should be Town Hall 5 in the next, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. In the last 3 hours, here's what's been done. I upgraded gold storages, to level 5, and elixir storages almost to level 5. Actually, both of them are level 5, and the one currently under upgrade is going to level 6. So in order to upgrade the town hall again, we're going to have to collect 150,000 gold, which we can't even store yet, and we need to build the new buildings. So we have various new buildings. Of course, the game's going to offer us some packs, you know, spend some cash and speed this process up, but we're not doing that. Let's see here. Another gold mine, elixir collector, archer tower, air defense, and more walls, and then some traps, which won't require a builder anyways. Not a big deal, just a little bit of gold options there. Let's see what we can claim via the achievements to see if we can get some more gems, because what I did was I also collected some of these obstacles, you know, the trees around the base, and we're up to 338 gems available. So if we go into our achievements, we have the first one, which is connecting Supercell ID. Super important. I highly recommend it. That way, if you have any issues with the account, Supercell will be able to track it down. And yeah, it's just one of those things that I get messages about all the time, trying to help people recover their lost accounts or stolen accounts. And there's really nothing I can do to help with that, unfortunately. But yeah, 50 free gems from that. And then we have one for gold storage upgrades. We also have one for rebuilding the clan castle, 75 trophies in multiplayer battles, and 10 town halls. Destroy 25 builder huts, just small options for 5 gems. And I think that's pretty much all available that we have available there. So we're up to 413 gems. That's actually mega. We're so close, so close. In the rewards section, there's another free gems right there, another 10 gems. Also at Town Hall 4, the builder base becomes available by repairing the boat for free. Now this does require a builder to do so, but it is something that can be very important and can help us get more gems by the collection of the obstacles on the builder base as well. Now, something to keep in mind is that the builder base mechanically is different than the home village and should probably have a tutorial of its own, something that I haven't done in a really long time. However, I will say that I would recommend that you check out my 6th builder guide, because there is a 6th builder available in Clash of Clans that requires you to play the builder base to unlock. And if you start now, you might be able to unlock it by the time you reach Town Hall 10. But you need to follow the steps within that guide for it to make any sense. So for full transparency, I will admit that working with 2 builders takes forever. We've been at Town Hall 4 for a couple of hours now, actually. And we did upgrade the laboratory. We went ahead and upgraded some levels on the elixir storages, and we upgraded the gold storages. Most importantly, 1 to level 7. That way we had a capacity of 195,000 gold. That way we could upgrade the Town Hall again, because we are nearing the end of day 1. Now, I need another builder, and that was kind of the goal for today, was to unlock the 3rd builder, and that's where the builder base really came into play. We got to builder hall level 3, we cleared some obstacles, and we went from like 430 gems up to 463. We also completed some achievements, and we're going to go and claim some gems. So we stole some elixir. Yep, we did that one. And removed obstacles. Got that one. And then there's some other builder base options down here, like going to builder hall level 3, as well as sneaky archer unlock, destroy 5 builder halls, and then we also achieved a total of 200 trophies in builder base battles. So that's going to bring us up to 523 gems. You know what that means?
Yes, finally.
So there's our 3rd builder. We're going to go ahead and unlock that and put it to work on, let's go ahead and just upgrade a army camp, 100,000 elixir for 2 hours. We also have the barracks upgrading to unlock the wall breaker finally. And we're going to go ahead and put the Town Hall down for upgrade to Town Hall 5. Now, I understand some of you might think that this is rushing, but realistically in the lower levels, we can easily catch up. And it's a 6-hour upgrade, so it's going to happen while I'm asleep. It is day number 2. Serious lack of enthusiasm at the moment. I'm not a morning person. I like my sleep to get off, all right? Town Hall 5 finished this morning, and yeah, so remember how when we went to Town Hall level 4 there was a Town Hall boost, or a new Town Hall boost? Well, there's also one for Town Hall level 5, and that means that it's stacked on top of the days that we previously had. So now we have a boost of 5 days and 9 hours. We did unlock the 3rd builder at the end of yesterday, and I was browsing through the achievements, and I feel like it's very unlikely that we're going to be able to unlock the 4th or the 5th builder anytime soon. So we do have a few offers for gems that we can go ahead and claim, but they're really not significant enough to matter. I think there's like 30 gems right there, another 5, and then another 5, so that's 40 gems. But yeah, the one that I realistically feel is still one of the better achievements to target would be League All-Star. And that's because when you go to Crystal League, then Master League, then Champion League, you'll unlock a significant amount of gems, which can be contributed to unlocking the builders. The downside is getting up there, because it's a lot harder to trophy push these days than what it was prior to the removal of training time in Clash of Clans. So that's the target, is getting up that high. It's going to be a while to do so, though. So the goal for today, or the realistic goal for today, is to upgrade to Town Hall level 6. And there's a few different reasons behind that thought process. Yes, in a way, we're sort of rushed. We haven't upgraded anything in the defensive department, and it's really not hurting us. Check it out. The defensive log, we're not losing a lot of resources. We've only been attacked 4 times, and we haven't really lost a lot of loot at all, to be honest. So the base that we have doesn't really hurt us at all. We're not losing a ton of loot. But Town Hall 6 does have some perks, like we can join clan games, which I think there's like 20 hours left in clan games this season at least. The trader also becomes available at Town Hall 6, and then Clan Capital unlocks at Town Hall 6 as well. So these are all things that help us progress throughout the game. The raid medals from the Clan Capital helps, and then also the offers within the shop. So yeah, we just had a couple of upgrades finish, and those were resource storages, because we need to upgrade storages in order to upgrade the Town Hall. We need 500,000 gold to upgrade the Town Hall level 6 for 12 hours. But first, we have to build the new buildings and upgrade the laboratory, because in the next 2 hours, the balloon will finish upgrading and there will not be anything available to upgrade. So it goes hand in hand. We want to make sure that we keep the laboratory active with an upgrade, and then we also want to make sure that our builders are continuously upgrading things as well. So we're going to go ahead and put the laboratory down for upgrade to level 3. This will increase our troop levels with the current boost, which helps out quite a bit. And then we're also going to go ahead and build the new buildings. Most importantly, the spell factory becomes available at this level. 6 hours, 150,000 elixir. So we're going to hold off on that one for a minute. We're going to go ahead and build our traps, and then we're going to follow that up with our really fast defensive builds, like the cannon and the archer tower. I think there was another archer tower. I can't remember, though. These will take a few seconds to drop. If I can click the button. There we go. And then defenses, we have walls. We can go ahead and place these right there and drag that out. And then we also have a cannon, an archer tower, and a wizard tower. So the wizard tower is going to be the longest upgrade for the defensive department, and it's also the most expensive. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and place this archer tower, and then we're going to go ahead and grab the spell factory, because the spell factory takes the longest. We want to go ahead and get that one going. We don't necessarily need it to finish to do the town hall upgrade, but we still need that builder to be placed elsewhere, i.e. on the gold storages, because currently we can only store 300,000 gold. We'll see you in a few hours. I cannot believe that it has been around 12 hours since I recorded that last clip. But I'm going to put it like this, man. We put in some work today with just 3 builders. I'm not even lying now. To be honest with you, the original plan was to try to get the town hall down to level 6 as soon as I possibly could, but that didn't work out. I was trying to get it upgraded and possibly sneak in a challenge on clan games and get some free rewards like a dirt bag, but I just failed at that miserably because I think there's 7 hours left until clan games ends and we're just not going to get it done. There's always next season though. It happens every single month. All right, so we did complete the spell factory upgrade and we upgraded the laboratory and we upgraded everything inside the laboratory, currently working on upgrading lightning spell. We got 2 more levels to go, which we should be good on time for the town hall to upgrade and then, repeat the process. It's Clash of Clans, it just repeats itself. All right, so we also upgraded storages to level 8. There is 1 more level to go there, level 9, unfortunately. They're not pretty upgrades, but they sure are necessary. And we also upgraded all 3 of the army camps to level 4. 1 of those is going to level 5, and we did some levels on the archer towers. Level 5, they got to go to level 6. And I think that was it. Yeah, we built the wizard tower. Obviously upgraded some walls because I needed to get rid of resources. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start the upgrade on Town Hall level 6 for 12 hours, unlocking multiple new things. We'll do it tomorrow. I wanted to point out one more thing before I let you go for the day. We changed armies. So we switched from using the giants and archers, and now we're using mass balloon. Mass balloon at Town Hall 5 is just crazy. And then also, one last thing, we did get a base from our friends at Clash Champs, and I tell you what we're gonna do overnight is we're gonna put something in that clan castle to really throw somebody off, and we'll check it in the morning. What's going on, boys? It's day number 3 and we've got to Town Hall level 6. We just finished that upgrade a few moments ago. Now, we also did the walkthrough on the clan capital. We did put a baby dragon on defense last night and that didn't do much of anything. Got completely wrecked by some giants and wizards. Rightfully so. Very powerful army down here. And speaking of wizards, we do need to upgrade our barracks today and unlock those. That way we can start upgrading them. So we got 2 builders back, and before the town hall upgrade finished, we did log in a few hours early and we upgraded the clan castle to level 2, and we also upgraded this army camp to level 5 because on this new level we have an additional level of army camp, and that will take 500,000 elixir and 12 hours to upgrade. We also have some new buildings as well. We do have a new gold mine and elixir pump. Let's go ahead and build those real fast. And then the other buildings we might need to wait on because they take a little bit longer and we have some lengthy upgrades that we need to complete today, i.e. the laboratory, as well as some army camps and even some storages, because I think tomorrow is going to be defensive upgrades and catching this village up just a little bit. So when it comes to defenses, we do have some new walls. I guess we can go ahead and place those wherever it landed. There we go. And we'll wait on the rest of these items, i.e. the mortar, wizard tower, air defense, and air sweeper. 4 hours for that guy. And then there's also some traps. We can go ahead and build those real fast because they don't require a builder. And then we can move on with the upgrading of our laboratory. So what had happened was I was working on day 3 and I quickly realized that a lot of our upgrades were rather long upgrades. Now, we started working on the elixir storages and the gold storages. Those were 5 days a piece to max those out. Not that big of a deal. But then when we got into the offensive buildings, obviously the game wants to kind of slow you down from having a stronger army, I assume. The army camps, barracks, the spell factory, and the clan castle were all 12-hour upgrades. So the check-in on daily progress wasn't necessarily supportable at that point. We have a 90% completion status on our structures, but we're going to go ahead and move on to Town Hall 7 because technically I am messing up, and I wanted to show you a realistic picture of what your base could look like if you're trying to go for fully maxing out every time you get to a new town hall level, meaning all the buildings are to their maximum level. But one of the things that I realized at Town Hall 6, because it's been a really long time since I've played it, is that there is a metric ton of resources available that you can claim, whether it's going out in multiplayer battles and attacking. Scrolling through, you're going to see some relatively low ones because I have full treasury. We're using the giants and wizards now. We were using balloons, but I time failed and I was like, no, this isn't working out. So we switched to a more sustainable army that works out really, really well, especially when you add in some hog riders in your clan castle. The star bonus when you're boosted is just ridiculous, because if you have a large enough clan that you're in, you'll have a large amount of treasury capacity. And I mean, look at that. I mean, it's crazy. I got a bunch of resources, still full on elixir, can't spend it anywhere. And the number one mistake that I'm making here is that I finished everything in the laboratory 2 days ago. So technically that's 2 days lost on upgrades that could have been done in the laboratory. You know, I did this kind of on purpose because I wanted to show you that playing Clash of Clans for free does have some obstacles, and that's on purpose, obviously, because the game wants you to buy things like gems in order to buy builders to speed up the progress of your base. They also, you know, want you to possibly buy things like the gold pass once we get to Town Hall 7 to get those boosts, and they're very much worth it if you are an impatient person like I am. But the reality of it is that working with 3 builders, it just takes a little bit longer to max everything out than it would have been if we would have had 5 builders. So clearly a trade-off. And it really just depends on how you want to play this game. And yeah, we also have 172 gems now. So we gained about 100 gems, and that came from the collection of obstacles. That also came from the gem mine that we built. But we also have some things in our achievements that I want to go ahead and claim. Starter challenges, we did fill up, although I think that you can still go to Town Hall 7 without maxing this, and the game still gives them to you anyways. Book of Building, we're going to save that for higher Town Hall levels. It's just kind of useless down here in the lower levels because efficiency and waste. Same thing with the Rune of Gold, we're going to save that. Builder Potion, I'll probably save for Town Hall 7. We got some gold that we can go ahead and claim. You see the overabundance of resources? This one will actually change into gems. There's also some research potions, which I can't use right now, and some resource potions, which obviously are waste since we are already boosted. So yeah, we're going to try to think about things in a more efficient manner. That way, if you are trying to progress through the game relatively quickly, without a bunch of loot waste, which triggers most viewers anyways, you got to kind of think about these other things. But let's go ahead and jump over to the builder base real quick, and I want to show you what's been done over here. We did make it to Builder Hall level 5. We've already unlocked the baby dragon, and realistically, I'm just kind of following my own plan that was in the 6 builder guide. Once this multi-mortar finishes upgrading, we will upgrade our gold storage again, and then collect the resources to rush to Builder Hall level 6. So that's pretty much it for the starter series. I hope that this guide assists you through the earlier stages of the game, but at Town Hall 7, things are about to get much more interesting.